Hello? Can you hear me? Brenda, can you hear me? Everyone else, am I blowing you out of the water? Because it seems a little loud to me. So tonight, I'm going to speak on faith, which actually took me down quite a big rabbit hole. So when I looked up faith, of course, I looked up the definition in the dictionary, and it's got two. Complete trust or confidence in someone or something. That's the first one. The second one is strong belief in God or in the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. So I found it really funny that the dictionary comes up with complete trust or confidence in someone or something. But then when you bring God into the definition, it's no longer a complete anything. It's just a strong belief. And so that got me thinking, what does the Bible say that faith is? Hebrews 11:1 is the best definition I could find in the Bible for what faith is. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, substance is not a belief. Substance is real. Evidence is not a belief. It is tangible. So the second definition in the dictionary just doesn't sit right with me. You know, it's the only one that mentions God, but it's the only one that speaks of a belief instead of proof. I'm not sure where faith is actually at in that second definition at all. But because it had to do with God and it had to do with religion, I guess they thought they had to throw something in there. I don't know. So Hebrews 11:6 says, just a moment. So I'm reading out of the Rainbow Bible. It's an NIV version, so it'll be different in the New King James. But 11:6 says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." And that made me think, without faith, it is impossible to please God. So you can do all the right things. You can obey every commandment. You can do all the good deeds. But without faith in God and in Jesus, it's pointless. It's useless in the eyes of the Lord. So when you come to judgment, if you don't have that faith, then all your works were pretty much for nothing. That's the way I see it. So when I break down faith as defined in my Bible, here is what I get. Substance, definition 1, a particular kind of matter with uniform properties. Now that's a Webster definition. The second one is the real physical matter of which a person or thing consists and which has a tangible, solid presence. That is also a Webster definition. So then I went to my Bible concordance. In a general sense, being, something existing by itself, that which really is or exists, equally applicable to matter or spirit. That's the biblical definition of substance. Evidence. The definition of that is the available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or a proposition is true or valid. The second definition is be or show proof of. The biblical definition is clearly revealed to the mind or the senses or the judgment. So, evidence is proof in all three definitions. However, if you go to the definitions of faith in the dictionary, it's rather than proof. You don't need proof, according to the dictionary, to have faith. I find it very interesting when I'm doing my Bible studies to look up words. And of course, I Google them because I don't own a dictionary anymore. I did, but I don't now. And all definitions come up as Webster's first. And I have to actually type in biblical meaning of to get a biblical meaning of the word. But this is just one word that shows you how different it is between secular definition and biblical. So keep that in mind if you're looking up words. Don't take the dictionary's definition on its own. Check it biblically, because it's a lot different most of the time, I have found. Okay. Now that my head is swimming and I am dizzy from all the defining and going in circles, I'll get to what faith is to me personally. Faith to me is knowing and believing and trusting that there is something bigger, better, and more able than myself in control of everything. And for me, that's huge, because being a control freak most of my life and having OCD and doing things my way for 40 plus years, I ended up with nothing but mess after mess after mess. And it wasn't until I came to know Christ that I realized, one, I've never been in control, and two, I don't have to be. At any point in my life, I don't have to even attempt to be in control, because I'm not. And the fact that I'm incapable of doing anything worthy of being in control, and I have 40 years of proof of that, it's very freeing to realize that there's somebody bigger and better and way more capable of handling the situation than I am. So I just thank God that there's something better to believe in than myself. And that to me is faith, just believing in something other than myself, operating in that and applying it to my life daily. Because knowing that there's a God and living like there's a God, they're two different things, at least for me. I can have all the knowledge in the world, but until I apply it to my life daily, it does me no good. So the other verse I wanted to go to was Ephesians 2:8, which says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourself, it is the gift of God." It's a gift. But it's a gift by faith. You have to have the faith to get the gift. You have to live in the faith and utilize the faith to fully receive the gift. And then Romans 1:17 says, "For in the gospel the righteousness of God is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to last, just as it is written, the righteous will live, will live by faith." Righteous. I want to be righteous to the best of my ability every single day. I will never become fully righteous while here on this earth, at least. But living by faith, I can get a little closer. Every day that I live in faith, I get one step closer to the righteousness that I desire for myself and for my family, because I am that example to them. So I thank God for my faith and my understanding of what faith is. And that's all I got, guys.